Audio reviews down under, back here again. Thought I'd bring you 3 reviews today. I've got the EPZ Q1, which is a 13mm dynamic driver IEM. Gorgeous shell, really comfortable. It's got a nice little wing on the back of it. Fits very comfortably in my ear. Very smooth. I'll talk about more of that in a minute. I've also got the ZVX, which I just wanted to compare to the ZS10 Pro X, which I've had since last year. I've also got the TRN MT1 Max today, which is another dynamic driver with this one has the little dip switches, so I'll be talking about that as well. I do quite a lot of listening through the Shio. I also use my portable FIO BTR3K and my desktop setup, which is a SMSL HA100 and a X-Duo Bluetooth DAC with an S DAC chip, which is like a very good DAC chip. It streams in LDAC. The desktop amp, the HA100, has a maximum output of 1400 milliwatts, which is on low gain. I think maybe 200 or 300 milliwatts, which is more than enough power for any IEMs. But anyway, a lot of the listening I do is with the FIO BTR3K and the Shio, so I'll mostly be talking about my impressions, using those. Might start off with the EPZ Q1. As I said, it's got a 13mm dynamic driver. What I've found with the EPZ Q1 is they're very smooth. They've got a really nice bass extension. The sub bass can go pretty low when it has to. It's got a pretty smooth glide up into the mid range. The mid range is maybe just a little recessed. The treble hasn't got a lot of bite, but it's still reasonably detailed. I've found it one of the smoothest IEMs that I've actually personally ever listened to myself. They're very got a laid back signature and a very smooth all over tonality. They're very comfortable as well, and I've got these on the TRN T2 Pro cable. I've got a balanced 2.5 connector on at the moment, and large KBE 07 tips, which suit the EPZ really well. Next I'll go on to the ZVX and my comparison of the ZVX with the ZS10 Pro X. What I found is the ZS10 Pro X, it just has a little bit more forwardness in the mid range and a little warmer in the tonality as compared to the ZVX. The ZS10 Pro X has, I think it's got a more forward vocal presentation, which I actually think I prefer over the ZVX. I've actually had a bit of trouble with this unit. The right earbud of the ZVX is actually seems to have seems to make some kind of like microphonic type noise. It doesn't matter which cable or tips I have it on. I think the driver may be or the housing of my particular ZVX might be there's something wrong with it, and I hear that same kind of microphonic kind of sound, which kind of like an echo almost. Doesn't matter what tips or what cable I have it with, I still get that kind of microphonic sound, and it sounds off. So I think I've got a bit of a dud unit there. A bit disappointed with that. And I did pay money for all these. I bought all these myself. I'm not being supplied with them or anything like that. I buy them with my own money. Lastly, I'll talk about the TRN MT1 Max. I think this has got a 10mm dynamic driver as well, and as I was saying before, it's got 3 dip switches, which basically just affects the treble and the bass ranges. I actually found on my particular unit of the MT1 Max that when I actually switched one of the dip switches on both sides, the sound would cut out altogether. So I don't think this unit's wired correctly, because I'm fairly sure the sound's not completely supposed to cut out when you activate or deactivate one of the switches. I can't remember which one it was exactly. It was one of the switches, either on the far left or the far right, that didn't work. But with the bass switches activated, they have a really nice bass extension. I really do enjoy the bass on those. They aren't the most accurate kind of tonality wise. They're a little bit narrow, but if you want a cheap IEM with some really good bass, these are the MT1 Max are great. They've got really nice bass sub bass extension, and I quite enjoy the sub bass of those. That's definitely their standout point is the sub bass, and although they're a bit narrow compared to some of the other IEMs that I have here, they still have a fairly decent tonality. It's not what I'd say is quite accurate, but it is pleasing enough with that sub bass to actually listen to. I found myself enjoying them. I mean, they're only around $30 or so. But yeah, that's about all I got to say about all these. I'd say my favourite pick of these at the moment is probably the EPZ Q1. Like I said, they're really smooth. They haven't got the widest soundstage. They have a little bit of a soundstage. It's not super wide. Like I'd say like the Kiwi's cadenza and the Singot EA500 have a better soundstage than the EPZ Q1 do. But if you're looking for something really smooth, the EPZ Q1 is really very smooth, and I just enjoy like how smooth they are in their overall tonality. Don't know what else I can say. That's about all I've got to say about these IEMs at the moment. I do still really enjoy the ZS10 Pro X. Actually, I think I enjoy them more than the ZVX, at least my particular unit, because the driver issue or the housing issue that seems to be going on with that particular unit, and the slightly more forward vocals, the warmer and tonality of the ZS10 Pro X, I think I like just a little more than the ZVX. But like the ZVX are a very good unit. Like they're tuned really well. They're more of a neutral tuning than the ZS10 Pro X are. So you know, if I didn't have the issue that I did with that unit, I'd probably like them a whole lot more. But I was just unfortunate to get a bit of a dud unit there. But don't let that affect anyone that's thinking of buying them. I've really haven't had any problems with any KZs I've ever bought. This is the first KZ unit that has had any issues. I'll say that. If you do happen to buy them, I think if you're looking for a neutral tonality with a good treble and a good natural kind of tonality, they're actually quite nice. It's just that particular unit just after a week or two was having some kind of issues, and so I probably won't be using it from now on. It's a bit of a shame that they're only about $20-30 anyway, so no big loss. So I've still got plenty of other units to listen to. But anyway, I'll sign out for now, and I'll be back with the KZ PR2 pretty soon. I've got that on the way, so I'll be doing a review on the PR2 when that comes in, after I've had a bit of time listening to it. But anyway, if you guys want to check out my Facebook group too, Audio Reviews Down Under, you're welcome to come join that group. Have a chat and share your own reviews, share your own audio stuff, audio gear, whatever. It's all good. I just started the group to kind of create like a little community, just to share our love of audio, and so come check out Audio Reviews Down Under on Facebook if you want to, guys, and like and subscribe if you liked any my videos, and you want to see more. That's me for today. Have a good day, have a good week, and I'll be back very soon. Anyway, Audio Reviews Down Under signing off. See you guys.